All right, welcome to day 9 of the Vera series. I know I didn't come out with day 8. I was hanging out with my family and just taking some time for myself, so I do apologize for that, but don't worry guys, I got a couple really good videos coming out later on to make up for it, so look forward to those in the next coming days. But we have finally made it. We have reached level 80 and we're not going to get another level increase until the next patch. So just focus on trying to get to level 80 before the week is over. Starting out, you want to go to your artificial island. And then you want to go back to build, and then you want to hit claim, because remember, you can only hold these resources for 24 hours. On top of that, don't forget to kill your enemies because they respawn every Monday, and it's just one more day before Procrastinator Day. And of course, you want to check your exchange store and get all of your weekly items. Next, you want to do your Mia's Kitchen, and you want to knock out your 4 bounties for the day, and I'm going to go with Vera. Next, we got Vitality, starting with joint operations. So for today, we got access to Racer's chest in a Shiro matrix. We got access to Pants, Hands, and a Crow matrix. Then we got access to Sadness Valley. Now, once you reach level 80, we're able to do the new joint operations. What I have noticed so far is that the drop rates aren't just crazy. Still seems like it's taking me about 3 boxes before I get a piece of gear, but I've only done a few, so let me know down in the comments, do you guys think the drop rates are really good? So for me personally, I'm going for the gloves and the Crow matrix. Which brings us to Interstellar Exploration. Now remember, you want to check Vera as well as Aspera, so that way you can see all of your Stargates. And you want to see if we have any level 3s, and the good way to tell is if this weapon battery category has a number 3, it's a level 3 Stargate, but if it has a number 2, it's a level 2 Stargate. But if you don't have any level 3s or level 2s, you could always do Dimensional Trials, and if you need money, you could always do Space-Time Domains, and if you're pressed for time and you just don't want to have your Vitality cap, you can always make Omnium Beacons. Which brings us to our optionals, and that is giving gifts to your 1.0 characters. And the best way to do that is to go to the black market, see this island and do the claw machine, and to do your 2 trainings for the day. But what is not optional is doing your 6 fun zones, and if you can, try to knock out your 6 Greyspace fissures. Next, let's take a look at the Twilight Zone. Now, this is actually a great zone. Now, here, you don't have a time limit. You can take your time exploring, so you could just really wait for a day that you got a good couple hours and explore it all. But there are some really good rewards here, so the sooner you can explore, the better. But I did make a quick video explaining what it is, so be sure to check that out if you want to kind of know more about it. And then, of course, you want to make sure you're logging in so that way you can get the supply run. You only have 5 days left of the Gacha event, but I'm pretty sure if you were going to do it, you already did it by now. Next, we have Starwave Night, so of course you can go around Vera, killing enemies, force deciphering or perfect deciphering password chest, and you want to go ahead and try to clear out this store if you can. And having a little bit of extra energy for phase 2 is always a good idea. But if you enjoy these daily guides, I would greatly appreciate a like so that way they can spread more on YouTube. Then we got our weekly tab. You want to make sure you do enough things down here so that way you can get everything up top. Then we got our challenges. Now if you're trying to do something like the Bygone Phantasm or Frontier Clash, you might want to save your Mia's Kitchen so that way you can power yourself up, starting with the Bygone Phantasm. I recommend that you take a look at this weapon bonus, and if your CS is high enough, you can go ahead and jump up 11 levels as long as you're able to beat that level. But if you don't have a good weapon bonus, or you just have to do it the normal way, you could always climb up 5 levels and see if your weapon bonus changed. Besides that, you want to go ahead and try to knock out the sequential Phantasm. So if you can get a high score here, that's really going to help you. Frontier Clash. We got our last attempt today, so I recommend that you go ahead and knock it out because you don't know what the resist to be next week, and it could be pretty bad for you. Void Rift. So this is the first time boss for you. You want to go ahead and knock that out. Wormhole. Now we only have 2 days left to complete this, so I recommend that you try to knock this out today because tomorrow is Procrastinator Day, and most of us are going to be spending our time in the Bygone Phantasm, so try not to make your day too stressful. And the raids. Hopefully you're able to get into a group and knock out the last 2 areas on heroic mode and battle test area on heroic mode. And Break from Destiny. Now this was actually pretty fun, and I recommend that you play at least 1 game so that way you can get the seasonal rewards and get the 250 dark crystals. And Apex League. If you're trying to reach Grand Marshal, you might want to put a couple hours in each day. And also for those that don't like PvP, don't forget to do at least 1 match, that way you can get your free dark crystals. Then we got our daily buys, so you want to go to shop, hot, then buy your 2 vitality solutions. Now for me specifically, I have quite a bit. I have over 100 vitality solutions, so I'm going to pass this time. But try to get your advancement modules and your booster modules for the week. And again, this is only if you can afford it. Which brings us to the Commissary, starting with the Crystal Dust Store. So you want to make sure you buy your advancement modules, your booster modules, and your Vera special gift for the week. And when it comes to your opponent Omnium Crystal, I don't recommend that you spend your dust on this because we should have enough to reach an 8.3 suppressor, if not more, with exploration alone. But what you can do with your crystal dust is buy a good pair of boots. If you have a good pair of boots, you can buy hand guards. You can have a good pair of hand guards, then you can buy whatever else you want. Space Time Store, you want to make sure you buy your booster modules, your advancement modules, and your data repeaters for the week. Then if you have any extra dust left over, you could always buy combat engines. Weapon Store, we're getting towards the end of the week, so you might want to buy a standard weapon. Or you could possibly wait until a limited banner gets added to the weapon pool, but that will be a while away. Crew Store, now the only thing you want to spend your points on are relics, and the relics that I recommend are Space Time Rift level 3 or Omnium Shield. Support Store, now you want to go ahead and buy your 3 joint supply chips for the week, and if you can, try to get the proof of purchase and go Nucleus using return support points, and if you need help on how to do that, I got a guide on my channel. Point Store, now the only thing I recommend that you spend your points on are spare special gifts, so that way you don't have to do training, black market, or Cetus Island again. But if you need to level up your matrices or weapons, you could always buy matrix data pack or weapon batteries. But besides that, I just recommend exploring the new area, so that way you can get resources for a point of research and get those exploration rewards. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If so, feel free to check out my Twilight Zone guide. But other than that, talk to you guys later.